Just like that.
What are you, Team Ruby?
Yeah, exactly. What are you, Team Emerald?
Yeah, I kind of thought about that before I put this on, not gonna lie. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Challenge Express. We are here. I am Tom, joined by my co-host Nicole. What's going on, Nicole?
Hey, I just got back from Salem.
Oh yeah, where?
Salem?
Salem. Where's Salem?
Massachusetts.
Oh, cool. Is that where all the witch trials took place?
I believe that is what they say.
That's what they say. Are they telling the truth?
They could be.
Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my audio settings. My bad. All right, I was just trying to do small talk while I fix some technical difficulties.
So you don't actually care?
Oh, I care. I mean, you know, no, I don't care. All I care about is the challenge. And we're on episode 14. I swear I'm an episode ahead each time. I wrote episode 15 on my notes. I'm losing it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm trying to just get more present. I know, but this season's taking forever. It's like, come on now. So I'm glad we're in color for this season. You got Ruby, I got Emerald. Ruby is a hot mess. Team Sapphire's
that's me.
That's you, yeah. Team Sapphire's stacked and
yeah.
You know, the most dominant, and that's why none of us are wearing that. And I'm wearing Emerald because they're overrated.
Can we just hop in and talk about drama really quick?
Drama.
I feel like we just need to just get it out.
There's so much. This was a good episode. I think it was the most like packed, like juicy, like a lot going on. Oh, Barrett liked the episode apparently.
Yeah.
What drama do you want to dive into?
Ashley.
Yeah. Do you know?
I think it was pretty easy to find online.
Yeah.
So she basically said some sort of homophobic comments to Josh.
Yeah, she was basically like, I could see her doing this too, you know, like she was
doesn't
really
make
drunk.
It right.
No, it doesn't make it right. It makes it very wrong.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
So basically claiming that he was gay, I guess, or just like everyone knows you're gay. That type of like hate.
She's using it as a negative, as an insult. It's like.
And especially nowadays, I mean,
it's like, are you like, what the hell's wrong? So yeah. I'm glad that they removed her, and I'm glad that they didn't air any of the footage because it, you know, kind of protects like Josh instead of making him more uncomfortable about anything, like whether it's true or not. First, like, who the fuck cares? But I'm glad that they didn't even give her any like too much attention, that they're just like, yep, you're off.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that would have been pretty miserable, like disastrous for her image if they showed that. I'm sure it was nasty.
It was probably nasty because you know how she gets. So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's an idiot. Like, you can't even feel bad. It's like you could have probably gotten pretty far this season.
I know. It's like I want to like Ashley, but she does all these things and it's hard.
Not good character.
Yeah, obviously everybody makes mistakes, but mistake after mistake, and this is like a mistake that was so easily avoidable that it's not the way you should be thinking. So it's not the way
I was just gonna say, this isn't a mistake. This is just
a flaw in character.
An aspect of her character coming out when she's drinking. So it's a little bit hard to ignore or forgive, in my opinion. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, she's gonna it's not gonna be like, she needs to prove this a lot, like prove that she's changed a lot throughout the new seasons. Yeah.
So anyway, we don't have to give her any more attention on that.
Crazy though that she's just gone, right? Like in a game standpoint, you know.
No, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
In a game standpoint, this is horrible for Team Sapphire. She's a champion. She has experience. She was doing well with Team Sapphire. And they only had 4 people. Now they have 3 people. Like, that is a punch to the gut. If you're CT, if you're like people on Team Sapphire too, it's like, really?
And then to make it worse, now I'm gonna flip all the way to the end of the episode. To make it worse, they pulled that bullshit where, I'm sorry, but Big T lost fair and square. The only reason they kept her is because I feel like production was like, we can't have like only 3 people on the team, like it's gonna mess up the next like daily or whatever, like they weren't prepared for it and they had to like last minute scramble. And it's like, cool, so like I don't if I was Big T, I'd be like, no, I lost.
Yeah. Reminds me of like Anissa on Dirty 30, where she just like kept on losing and going into the redemption house, and then she would win redemption but then lose elimination, and it's just like, get me out of here. Like this is it gets embarrassing at a moment. Like Big T's most likely going to be eliminated again, so it's like 2 times in a season. It's not a good look.
It's like not fair to Amanda. If I was Amanda, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, and like the people that wanted Big T out of the house, like CT, like, are you serious? Like, and now there's another chance that Big T can get on my team.
Yep.
But
that all pissed me off.
And
this is a competition, like for $1 million. She lost.
They could have kept her because they have like an agenda to have a certain amount of people going into the final, you know, like this screwed up their agenda, kind of like what you were saying. They needed a certain amount of people each time, and they didn't expect a DQ. So
I could see them manipulating the game too to make Emerald not win the daily, because they were probably like, shit, we kind of got ourselves in this like snowball effect where the more they win, because they have more players. So I could see production being like, all right, we're gonna like hide theirs a little extra hard or like do something.
Yeah, they could have easily not done an elimination at all. In fact, they've done that in the past where somebody gets sent home, they go to the elimination arena, and then TJ's like, nobody's going home.
But I think the reason that they went through with it is
to fuck with Team Emerald.
They were hoping somebody from Team Emerald would probably maybe go home, or that team would get messed up.
I mean, the whole storyline was Amanda infiltrating Team Emerald. So if they had to do this, you know, there would be no episode. They would have had to do a completely different topic or something.
Yeah, you're right. So they were kind of all like, I don't know. It was good.
I know, it was and you could even see it. I know Big T on the Aftermath was like, there was obviously like a little part of me that was just like, I thought I was going home. Like I thought I was done with this craziness. Now I'm diving
you
back
probably
into
almost
it.
Accept it, you know, you're like and then it's like, oh, just kidding, you're back. It's like, oh, I was kind of looking forward to going home.
And apparently she was long gone too. Like she was like walked way off stage.
Really?
And TJ was like calling her back. Yeah.
Funny.
It was unexpected, that's for sure. Next, let's get into a little more drama. So let's start off with, you know, we have a lot of history with how we feel about Tori, but is she overrated?
Yes, right now, I think she is.
And she's like, overrating herself too. She's like, I'm such a strong athlete. I bring so much to the team. I guess that's what you want to say as yourself, you know, to boost your confidence and to give yourself confidence.
She is a very like confident person. That's one of her traits that is positive.
She's confident, but I feel like she scrambles too, like in pressure moments.
Under pressure she does, but leading up to it, she's confident. But I think she's a little overrated this season and maybe the last season as well. I don't think her head's in the game. I think she's getting like a fairly easy ride. I'd like to see her get thrown down in an elimination and see what she can actually do.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think she's overrated as well. World of Worlds 2 was her best season. She made it to the final and whatnot, but we haven't seen a season like that since.
Speaking of overrated, can you explain to me why, of all of the women on Emerald, they would prefer to get rid of Tori and not Nani?
Yeah.
Like Tori's overrated, but like I would choose her over
Josh.
Nany.
Josh is playing this game way too emotional and personal. You can't.
Right.
You can't.
It's Josh.
Yeah, I know, but you can't want Nany in a final, right? You can't want Nany in a final. Can't be like, hey, let's keep you, Nany.
That's what I don't get.
Yeah. I understand you're great friends with her,
but that's not a good choice.
It's like your team's already overrated, like, and not as strong as you guys say you are, because it's you and Devin as the head honchos.
You're good at dailies, like, and avoiding eliminations, but most of those members, if they go into an elimination, they're going home. They're
playing like a perfect game when it comes to like daily challenges, but then strategy after is god awful. They have they're prioritizing wrong. They need to set these other teams up for disaster because their team is a disaster itself. I can't imagine Devin running a 5K, like in a final.
Then again, I feel like I could see him just like surprising us.
All right.
I don't know.
I hope so. I mean, Devin was a little annoying this episode, but overall, I'm a fan of Devin.
Oh yeah. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see him in a final. I think he's earned it.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd like to see him and Josh in a final. I just don't want to see them win, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, especially against other teams. Like, I'd rather see like a Nelson on a Team Ruby win and a Kyle, or a CT and a Logan, I guess, or CT mainly on Team Sapphire.
I don't want to see Logan in the final, because I don't think he earned it.
You don't think he earned it? I feel like people are sleeping on like his accolades this season.
Nah.
No, he's a great swimmer. He's killing it in these swimming missions. He's won 2 eliminations, one against Corey, one against Special Agent Ed.
Nah. I think he's
crazy.
Over.
I completely see where you're coming from too. Like, a lot of people are saying it. Like, what does Logan bring into the table? He's not bringing anything like entertainment wise, but he's covering all the other bases. Woke up with Big T. Yeah, Big T. She's eating her donuts in the morning. I heard I was listening to a Johnny Bananas podcast, and he was like, in Total Madness, they roomed together, and like her bedroom was just full of disgusting food the whole time. So I don't, if that's the case, like they called her like top bunk like cheeseburger or something, like because there was like disgusting. Yeah, that's so funny. If that was the case, I don't blame somebody for getting out of Big T's bed.
Food in bed is like oof.
A big no. I've never done that in the like 3 years I've lived here. So
let alone like I barely want an animal on the bed. Let alone nothing should be on a bed except for a human body.
Yes.
Alive.
well.
Make sure that was clear.
Moving on. Oh my God, dude. This episode was funny. There was a lot of funny moments. Devin voice dubbing Nelson walking up and down the path.
Gosh, he did such a good job.
I know.
It was so good.
I know.
Like, sometimes people try to be funny and it's like, it's funny. The concept is funny, but like
execution was perfect.
It was spot on.
Then the cherry on top. There's only 3 guys left, which means I have a 50% chance of going in. Like, priceless. I'm his burner too.
What do you think Nelson's in a tough position? Like,
I think I think he'll see an elimination. He's the smallest dude. Actually, he might not. If Team Emerald keeps losing, Nelson might get the house vote, but I favor Nelson in most eliminations against a Devin or Josh.
Yeah.
Unless it obviously is puzzles.
Yeah. I hope he makes it.
I hope he makes it too. He's got Kyle on his team. They need a leader. Yeah. They do not have a leader. we'll get to the daily challenge, but that was pure comedy as well. It was like a comedy set. It was.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into the daily. So Submerged, it's called, this some type of Top Gun themed daily challenge. We saw this not last season, but on Total Madness with Fast and Furious. They did one of those, so whatever.
Basically like a commercial.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It's kind of cool, I guess, seeing those people on the screen explaining the rules, even though I didn't know any of them, but they were like celebrities explaining rules to a challenge. So I guess it was kind of neat. Yeah, so each player takes a seat in a fighter jet that is hovering over the water. The fighter jet will be submerged underwater. Terrifying.
Yeah.
For some of the teams. Some of the teams didn't look like they went all the way under, like Sapphire, but we'll get to that. Yeah. Then you unbuckle yourself, collect 25 symbols inside and outside of the jet. Then you must look at the puzzle key, which is on a wing. So you have to dive even further down, look at this puzzle key and read it to the puzzle solver, who's placing everything on the puzzle station. And then, yeah, whoever does that first in the quickest time wins. There's a 45-minute time limit. So
I mean, it was fine.
I think it was actually one of the better. I don't like how last daily challenge was basically a carbon copy of this, because they were untangling ropes with around like what seemed like a jet underwater. So it was basically the same exact scenery, like visual.
Something in between the two.
Yeah. Yes, seriously. Very strange. I think because of that, it took away a little bit from the challenge. I think this challenge was great. I think it was shot well, even though it was all underwater. I think the camera setup were well angled and whatnot underwater. It was kind of easy to tell what's going on. It was cool to see these people like, traversing this jet, finding all these puzzle pieces.
It was fine. It just didn't feel like new. It's like, oh yeah, I saw this last week.
Yeah, it's for real. It was very strange.
But
yeah, Team Emerald goes first. I'm not sure how the order gets set. I don't know if because they won the last daily challenge, so you would expect them to be able to choose the order, but maybe it's randomized.
As I say, I do think it's just like dice or random.
Yeah, it could be randomized.
How do they normally do random? Like out of a hat?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Or production just does what they want. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the second week we've seen Team Emerald go first. That's why I say that.
Production trying to make them lose.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, it could be. I mean, Josh completely shits the bed. I don't blame anybody but Josh.
Why?
Dude,
I mean, on his leg.
Yeah. First of all, that was the first. Yeah, I mean, he said it was the first one he picked up in the aftermath, and then he just strapped it to his leg and probably like was looking for the other ones. So then when it came time for them to need one more, he forgot about the one he strapped to his leg, and they're just swimming around for. I was watching the episode with my friend, and I was like, how much time do you think he wasted? And I was like, at least 5 minutes, right? And he was like, yeah. But then on the aftermath, Josh said something like between 10 and 15 minutes. They were looking. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he completely shit the bed.
Oh, so he lost it for them 100%.
Yeah. And then if you want more evidence, when they were reading the puzzle key, he was reading it backwards.
Okay. How does that happen?
He was reading right to left. I don't know.
How does that happen? I
don't know. He can't. I don't know, because he's a mathematician as well. So I thought he was good with intelligence. A mathematician. Did you hear what he said? Mathematician.
That sounds right to me.
I think it's math. Oh wait, is it right? I gotta check myself.
I don't know. Math. I'm not good with words, so if you said it right or wrong, I'd just be like, "Yep, I believe you."
Math. Yeah. Now I'm confusing myself. Now you confuse
everyone.
It is mathematician. People were making fun of him for saying that, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Mathematician. Yeah.
He had a rough episode as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit that out. No, I'm not. But yeah, he's not good with math either though, because they did that whole little like quiz and he was like admitting, he was like, I need to work on my math skills.
You mean when they were practicing like math in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it was just a disaster. It was good to see Team Emerald struggle, not gonna lie, after the perfection they have been competing at this whole challenge.
It's like it gets a little old. It's like, okay, cool, we get it.
Yeah.
But if this is what we're gonna see all the way up to the final, this season's gonna be boring as fuck.
Right. Yeah, I got some sick satisfaction out of TJ saying, nope, it's not right, go back in.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah.
I think he did too. He was like, finally.
Yeah. Team Ruby goes and they have a chance. I mean, Team Emerald shit the bed, so the door is open for another team to snag the win. And I thought Team Ruby had a solid chance, but pure comedy. Big T's job was to read the puzzle key. She couldn't do it. Amanda's job was to count the symbol pieces. She couldn't do it. Nelson and Kyle's job were to quote, and I'm quoting Nelson here, collect the puzzle's pieces. Because he said it twice. He said, my job is to collect the puzzle's pieces. Kyle's job is to collect the puzzle pieces. I can't even like mess up on purpose.
It's kind of cute though. I like it.
He doesn't know how to pluralize words.
Oh, I like it. Leave him alone.
It's cute. Right. Yeah, no,
that's
you're right.
Enough. You
can't
make fun of Nelson or Josh anymore this episode.
All right, fine. Who else are we supposed to make fun of?
Devin.
Devin, all right. But then the icing on the cake when Amanda said, you know what? We have to redo everything. And then Nelson's face.
Yes, he was just like,
everything.
I feel like Amanda was the only one that like had her shit together though.
But I think she miscounted the symbols because she was like one more and then they got one more and then she was like one more again.
No, they already had that one. I think she was saying one more in addition to that. I thought she was just like a step ahead of everybody. Like, okay. Yes, I know you have that one. I know I don't have it yet, but we need one more.
Yeah.
That was
a lot of confusion though. I had people hating on Big T on Team Ruby. She tried. I think only a couple women were actually able to dive that deep. It sucks that she wasn't able to, but she tried.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
I know I wouldn't be able to do it either.
Mostly because I'm terrified of water.
Yeah, and then going that deep, my ears start to pop. I don't know.
Ugh.
Yeah. It sucks. I mean, it was a disaster. Everyone's to blame, I feel like.
They need a leader.
They need a leader. That is so apparent.
Like a CT or a Devin or...
Are those the only two leaders left in this game?
That's all I can think of.
It's crazy.
No, yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen Emmanuel take that like leadership role, so.
I haven't seen much from him.
I mean, if they had a Casey as well, I think Casey is a leader.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
They have a Tori now, spoiler alert, but I don't think she's a leader.
No.
What was that? No.
She's not anything right now. She literally is just Tori.
No, but of course not.
No.
And then Team Sapphire goes and they show everybody how it's done. I mean, it was like clockwork. CT, dive under, first row. You got it. All right, dive under, next row. It was easy. They made it look so easy. It's like, why didn't the other teams do it like this?
I think that was their intention.
I don't know. The only hiccup was finding the last puzzle piece, which, they had to milk because they probably killed everybody else's time.
Yeah. Emmy is just like way too excited. Like, I mean, it's like on one hand, I know on one hand it's cute, but on the other hand, it's like, yeah, keep like moving. Like,
yeah.
It's not over.
Yeah. Emmy is still trying to figure her out. I think she's, yeah, I don't know.
I think she's still trying to figure herself
Yeah,
out.
I was about to say that, yeah.
In like a cute way, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Everything's cute today, what the hell?
Okay.
You call Nelson cute.
Nelson's cute.
Big T's cute. Everyone's cute.
Big T's always cute.
Yeah. So Team Sapphire wins finally. Team Emerald loses. So something's going to happen to their team for sure. They're either going to be infiltrated or they're going to be called out in elimination. I thought they were going to be called out for a long time. I thought Nani was going to be called out.
Honestly, me too. But apparently Amanda and Nani are friends.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I haven't seen that like at all, but okay.
Yeah, I think they might room together. I don't know. But we go to the club, and Amanda was the entertainment this episode. I mean, we're guaranteed to see after the daily challenge. We're guaranteed to see Amanda or Big T in elimination because of this twist where you can call out your opponent. So
it was pretty obvious it was going to be those two.
Yeah, definitely. She confronts the girls talking about her. Big T, Casey, Nani, and Tori. Amanda sees an opportunity to act for the TV, I think, put on a show.
It was all for show. Like,
yeah.
I didn't for 1 second think she was going to pick anybody but Big T. And if I was her and I knew that I wasn't going to pick anybody but Big T, I would not make that scene because that's just embarrassing.
Yeah. Do you think that started everything with like even Ashley maybe getting into it with people? Like that whole fight? Because I mean, everyone was getting loud and Ashley was the one who kind of egged her on to confront those ladies. She was like, if I was you, I would go up there because they're obviously talking about you.
It could have happened during then, yeah.
And then, they're all yelling at Amanda to walk away. So I'm sure Ashley maybe stood up for her, and then everyone just got involved, and it was just a mess of a night. I heard it went into the next morning, and that's also when Ashley said some messed up things because she was still drunk or whatever. But
I would assume that her most sloppy was probably after the club.
Yeah,
that's when usually all the shit happens.
Yeah. We also see a little team meeting with Team Sapphire at the club, bringing up some great points. Logan wants to vote in basically somebody on Team Emerald because they don't even want to give, I think, Big T a chance to like go to her team. Although the person from Team, I don't know. I don't know.
How awkward!
It's confusing.
So awkward. It's like Logan and the Big T's gonna watch this season and see all the confessionals about her, and it's gonna that would break my heart.
Yeah, hopefully it motivates her to like fucking kill it, just become a beast runner or something, because I feel like that's the only weakness. I not the only weakness, but she did disappoint me in the elimination as well. I mean,
I know. It's just like I feel like they just like hammered it in. It's like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be a little hurtful for her to watch.
No, for sure. She's even said some things about like CT being a fake friend, on her Instagram story. So it sucks. CT doesn't want to make any waves. He doesn't want to piss off Team Emerald still, which he gives a good point. He was like, I'm fine with whoever they have. As long as we have us, I've won with less odds. And that's so true. And I agree with him. Again, because I've been saying this whole time, Team Emerald overrated. They have Nani, Devin, Josh, who I'm sorry, but they're not going to do better than CT in a final. And
in a final, having more people might not be a benefit. Like, I don't know.
I would hope it's some benefit because the whole point of the game. But remember World of Worlds 2, where it's like it wasn't a benefit. They had to only carry the gurney with 4 people, no matter how many people on their team they had. They had more weight on their gurney because they had more people in the final. Like, I feel like that was almost rigged for Team UK to win. But I hope they don't do something like that this time. I hope there is an advantage for having more people on your team, because that'll make it really close between Team Emerald and Team Sapphire. Because on paper, Team Sapphire will be the better final team, but they'll have less people. So they need to even it out somehow. Yep, Amanda does her whole thing. Casey
So
gets a little, huh?
It was just so embarrassing.
Yeah, it was. And you could even see it on her face. She was like, oh, I'm almost regretting this. Like,
I know. Yeah. Yeah, and like she started to like slowly walk away, and you could tell she was just like, yeah, Nani and Casey.
Casey gets a little feisty. That was good to see. She was like, if you go down, can you vote me in? Or can you call me out?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, Casey.
Oh, I know Casey has some fire in her for sure.
Yeah. Nani got a little more feisty. And then we get to deliberation. Ashley's missing. Like, what the hell's going on? Also,
what did you think?
Spoiler. Unfortunately, this was one of the things I was spoiled about. Only thing. I think it was the only thing I was spoiled about this season. Before the season started. Yeah. I knew that Ashley got possibly, I didn't know for sure. I knew that she possibly got sent home for something with Josh. I heard somebody say, I saw like a tweet, I can't believe Ashley got sent home because of this idiot or this goof.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell the fantasy committee.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter.
No,
because you knew not to pick her.
I think I picked her still, didn't I? Is she on my team? No, I don't know.
All right, we'll fight about this later. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
This is what I get for being honest.
This is not the end of this conversation. I feel like Mom is about to be pissed.
I didn't know it was gonna happen for sure. I just saw somebody tweet it.
Yeah.
Where were we? Oh yeah, apparently she said some stuff about Emmanuel, like, as well. His like him being Romanian. She like hated on some tradition. I don't know. She said some fucked up shit.
I don't know, man. I'm getting like Camilla vibes.
Yeah, man. Why do all these women champs gotta turn into fucking psychos?
Hey, some of the men are fucking psychos.
Oh, I mean, some of the men are, but there's so much less women champs in the game in general. You know, there's like Cara, Ashley, Camilla, D. It's like all these people are getting blacklisted.
Shit. Wait, Cara too?
No, I mean, just Cara. We haven't seen her though, and she's was pretty miserable in her last couple seasons. But that nothing compared to like the Camilla or D or Ashley's. You know,
I mean, I feel like right now we have like Casey is really strong and kind of level-headed. So
she needs to get that ring though.
Yeah.
Another entertaining deliberation. Tori is so dumb sometimes. She's so naive. Like it's like she says to Amanda, well, don't call anybody on Emerald out. Don't call a girl on Emerald out because we decided that we want to run with 2 other females. It's like, do you think Amanda cares what you want?
Yeah, that was like, I honestly
know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, like,
that's but if they swap out, they're still running with 3 females. Like that doesn't even make sense.
No, because if Amanda does call out Nani, beats Nani, replaces Tori, there's 2 girls. But still, who cares? It's like we actually decided that we don't want anyone to be eliminated on our team. Really? Right. Yeah, so stupid. And then Amanda's response was perfect. She was just like, yeah, I thought about that. It doesn't really bother me. Yeah, it shouldn't.
I don't actually really care.
Yeah. And Amanda or Tori was like, what? It's like, yeah, shut up. Devin trying to guilt Amanda into not coming to Emerald, saying, you know, we carried you all this way. You haven't done anything. You know, really being mean, to say the least. I mean, you gotta see where she's coming from, Devin. Like, she's not gonna stay on Team Ruby. She's probably not gonna go to a team with 3 people.
As much as I, don't really like Amanda this episode or season, of course she's gonna she's not gonna listen to what anybody says. Like, it's $1 million. Like, she's gonna do whatever
She has a kid at home.
Yeah, like she's gonna do what gets her closer to that, and that's what she will do.
I think Amanda, whether you like her or not, she's been integral to this season. I think she's been like one of those entertainers. I'm thinking of like the people who went against the grain, who have been entertaining this season. Corey Lay, I think he was super entertaining, and he was going against the grain. Same with Priscilla. She was the first person to make that move. Amanda, she's going against the grain. So these people stick out to me, and to me, in my opinion, deserve another chance at another season.
Yeah,
another call.
This one. Yeah.
Josh makes the only mistake he could have made in this deliberation, and that was open his mouth. If he stayed quiet, I don't think Amanda would have randomly brought that up. But once Josh said, I told you I want to run with these two, it's like,
oh, so now you're lying and making me look bad.
And that's when Amanda's like, all right, everything's off the table now. You're lying. I'm not, even if you were my friend, like my best friend, I'd call you out for lying right now.
Yep, I don't blame her. I'm like, yep, he's trying to make you look bad. Flip that right back around.
Yeah, Tori looked like Tori looked like she saw a ghost.
And then having a conversation after where Tori's like, did you say that? And he's like, no.
Josh, oh my gosh.
If I was Tori and I knew that somebody would rather run a final with Nani than me,
it's like, I mean, we didn't talk about Josh and Amanda's conversation, but that was like the most important conversation of the whole episode. Amanda basically tricking Josh into giving her permission to take Tori's spot.
Yeah, all he had to do was just not say anything.
It was
do whatever you do. Like, do whatever you're gonna do. Like, that's it.
I know, because there's so many factors and variables that are unknown and are not likely to happen. And first of all, Amanda would have to be the house vote. Second of all, Amanda would have to win the elimination.
Yeah, and then third, she's friends with Casey and Nani, and she doesn't like Tori.
Yeah, of course. So you don't.
She was going to do that anyway. You didn't have to say anything.
Yeah, she knew already. So the fact that he said something gave Amanda ammunition to just blow everything up this episode.
Yeah.
Amanda is the house vote. She calls out Big T. Kind of disappointed, but we learn afterwards that she has this friendship with Nani, so it makes sense, I guess, that she didn't call her out. But
I guess.
And maybe Nani would have beat her. I don't know. It would have been a closer battle, I think.
Big T was an easy choice, but that's why she should have never made it seem like she wasn't going to pick Big T.
Yeah.
She was just trying to act tough. It's like, it's $1 million. Pick your best shot.
It was a pretty cool elimination. It was called a vault escape. There's a 20-foot tall vault, each starting on either side of it. You have to twist and pull this lock to get it out. There's designated line that you must pull it out to, so you got to keep twisting it until it comes all the way out. You must do this 8 times until reaching the top and ringing a bell. Think, classic elimination style.
Pretty straightforward.
Yep, get to the top, hit the bell,
I was worried about Big T in the beginning. I thought she was going to get
swept. My God, if she got embarrassed like that.
I thought she was going to get swept, but it ended up being close.
8-5 or 8-6.
Yeah, it ended up being close enough where she put up a fight.
Yeah, but
didn't stand a chance, but put up a fight.
Yeah, but I was disappointed in Big T. I thought she had more fight in her.
She didn't even really look like. I don't know.
She doesn't have that instinct.
Hunger.
Yeah, that
animal it doesn't. Yeah.
Amanda does. She's killed it.
Yeah.
She's a gamer. Amanda's a gamer. I'm glad she's on this season because it would have been less entertaining without her, I feel like. But Amanda wins, and she does what she says, and she goes to Team Emerald. She takes Tori's spot.
How awkward when Tori walks down. She's like, good job, Amanda. And that was so awkward.
Shut up, Tori. You don't mean it. So stop faking it.
You guys don't like each other. Just walk down the middle.
What'd she say? She was like, really good job, Amanda. What? You guys were just beefing. You're talking the whole episode. You're talking shit about how Amanda talked shit about you behind your back, but you were talking shit about her behind her back, and now you're faking it to her face. It's like, just don't say anything.
Just don't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, Tori. How the mighty have fallen for us. Tori used to be top tier. She used to be my
favorite.
Yeah. That wraps it up. Now Team Emerald a little bit weaker in my opinion, but Amanda's smart, so maybe they needed those brains on Team Emerald. But looking at like Nani and Amanda next to each other, it's like, ooh, that's not too great for a final. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Want to do our spy?
Yeah, before that, just breaking down the teams. Team Ruby is now Kyle Nelson, Big T still in the game, and Tori. So,
I mean, it's not bad.
It's better.
It's better. Sapphire, getting rid of Ashley kind of sucks. They have 3 now.
Yeah, they have 3. That really sucks. Yeah, having only 3 people right now. They're all strong, but power in numbers. I don't know.
If I was Ashley, I'd be equally embarrassed about how I'm leaving my team.
Yeah, I'd feel super sorry for my team. Yeah.
Like that could be the nail in the coffin for them, having 3 people.
Right, because they have to now it's like they have to win every single daily, or they have a chance of next episode having only 2 people on their team.
Yeah.
Next episode, 1 person. They might be wiped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. It's a guys elimination next episode. I don't even know what the daily looks like. I don't even think it was in the next on preview. But should be exciting. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Shout out to Nelson. All right, thanks for watching. Spies Lies.
I'll take the range on this.
Take the range on Spies, Lies, and Allies, please.
Spy. I don't even know what spy means. I mean, I do, but I don't see how it applies.
I just think of Ed. Oh, Spies, Lies, and Allies. You're a liar.
I feel like they could have done a better job of having like an element of spying. Like, remember when people went to the redemption house and they were able to see what was happening in the house, or like they show them clips? Yeah. Like, that is a spy.
Yeah.
They literally named the season Spies, Lies, and Allies, and there's not actual an element of the game that has to do with spying.
Yeah, there's just explosions and smoke bombs and.
Yeah. Anyway, I just.
Yeah.
I don't know. You pick
Spies.
There was none.
There was none.
Tori? No.
I think there was no spies this episode.
I didn't know there was no spy. All right, skipping that one. Wait, can we? TJ.
TJ. Yay.
Who lied? Somebody did. Somebody
lied, right? I'm still stuck on spies. I want to find a spy. What did TJ do this episode? I feel like he did something spy-ish. TJ, he brought Big T back. What a spy.
Oh my gosh, exactly.
So spy-ish of him.
So sneaky. All right, lie, Josh.
Oh, Josh, lie to Tori, straight up. Josh has got we should go back and tally. I feel like we forgot to do Spies, Lies, and Allies some episodes, which sucks.
No,
we did it every episode. I'm not used to being that consistent. Are you sure?
I want to say that we did. I want to say that we're better.
Okay.
Than we used to be, and that we did.
We grew from our past mistakes on our podcast, and that we were able to stay consistent with this
We're
one.
getting there. It's only taken us like 6 years, but
yeah, we're about halfway there, I'd say.
Barely. Ally. I'm not gonna say Emerald anymore. I mean,
you could almost say CT to Team Emerald.
Yeah.
Because he was like backing them up in that team meeting. He was like, Team Emerald's had my back. They could have threw me in multiple times before. CT is playing smart. He knows he could beat Devin and Josh in a final, so he's like, I'm gonna be in their good graces. Like, CT this isn't his first rodeo.
All right.
All right. Those were some good ones. Thanks for joining, everybody. This has been fun. Next, we will be analyzing episode 15 of Spies, Lies, and Allies. And until then, peace out.
Bye.